It's not often we look forward to testing the less potent version of a good sporty vehicle, but we'd been eager to get our hands on the single-motor version of Kia's all-electric EV6. That's because the all-wheel drive EV6 GT-Line has proven to be delightfully tail-happy, and the 576-horsepower AWD GT version is a slide monster in its own right. But it just so happens that the less powerful EV6 has its single motor attached to the proper set of wheels, the ones in back. So strap on the timing gear and remember, your best view of the road ahead may be through the side windows. Before the numbers, some numbers, we tested the EV6 GT-Line, priced at $52,995 to start. You can also get a cheaper version of the RWD EV6 called the Wind. We're guessing that's pronounced like the breeze and not the thing you do to your watch, for $4,200 less. It does without some of the GT-Line's snazzier bits, but the mechanicals are the same: a single 225 HP/258 lb-ft motor, 77.4 kWh battery, and the 800-volt architecture that makes the EV6 among the fastest fast-charging EVs on the market. Kia did offer a less powerful, shorter-range version for 2022, the EV6 Lite, but it's been dropped from the catalog. Against the EV6 GT-Line AWD we also tested, we noted deleting the second motor removes quite a lot of weight, 300 pounds, to be precise. It also removes 95 horsepower and 188 lb-ft, but as Kia taketh away, it giveth. According to the EPA, range stretches by 34 miles to 310. Net result, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds, whereas the all-wheel drive EV6 did it in 4.5. That's the difference between very quick and holy crow, this sucker is fast. That said, the numbers don't tell the whole story. The EV6 launch felt soft, with no wheel spin, likely costing it precious ticks. But once it got moving, it really started to boogie. The quarter-mile run took 15.0 seconds with a 95.0 mph trap speed, catching up to the all-wheel drive EV6 and its 13.3 at 101.2 result. In our braking tests, the rear-drive EV6 stopped from 60 in 123 feet, a little longer than the 117 feet required by the all-wheel drive GT-Line. The single-motor car generated 0.84 g of grip on the skid pad, giving up 0.05 g to the all-wheel drive car, and it circled our figure 8 in 27 seconds flat, 1.1 behind the all-wheel drive GT. Yes, but what about balance? As mentioned above, we've noticed the all-wheel drive EV6's tail happiness, particularly with traction control turned off, and the rear driver's behavior did not disappoint. Definitely a rear-drive vehicle, road test editor Chris Walton noted during Figure 8 testing. Super easy to find the limits, although the brake pedal is a bit on-off and it's difficult to stay out of the ABS. The steering is predictably numb but precise and speedy enough to catch the rear end coming around. Very much like a little rear-drive hot hatch. Even if, Kia pitches the low-slung EV6 as an SUV. Outside the numbers, there's a bigger picture here. The EV6 GT-Line RWD is a great response to those who think electric cars will suck both the fun and freedom out of driving. Here's a great little vehicle capable of true high-torque rear-wheel drive thrills, only if you turn the nannies off, mind, and yet it still delivers a long and useful range. For road trippers, that 800-volt charging architecture means it can get from near empty to 80% charged, about 250 miles, in less than 20 minutes, about the time it takes a gas car owner to fuel up and wander through the truck stop for snacks and a bathroom break. In other words, the 2022 Kia EV6 RWD GT-Line has most of what we like about the all-wheel drive EV6, but with less power, more range, and a lower price. We were looking forward to testing this so-called lesser version, and it didn't disappoint.